All right, it's time for the World Cup vibes now. Talking about some facts and, of course, counting down to that day. It's 34 days to the commencement of the FIFA World Cup. It's just, 34 days. It's like a month and 3 days. And we'll just be, today is 11th, 14th June in Russia.
We're there. We're there already.
I can feel it right now.
You can smell it. So close.
There.
34 days.
Yeah.
Like I said, journey of 1,000 miles starts with just a step. And we're there. It's on us.
It's on us.
Yep.
Yeah, it is on us. But then there's some facts that you need to know concerning the FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
Especially knowing that since 1986, I mean, the World Cup champions actually get to finish first at the group stage.
Yes.
So once you top,
once you top your group, every world champion, 1986 World Cup included, down the line, always came first in their group. 1986, Mexico 6, Argentina 1.
Yeah.
So every champion from that point.
If Argentina top Nigeria's group, they win the World Cup.
Who knows? If Nigeria tops, they will win the World Cup.
Okay, if Nigeria tops, we win the World Cup. Yes, so Nigeria should strive to actually top their group and win the World Cup. I love that.
Stars don't play football, though.
They don't. Stars are even there to be broken, records and all that. Other than South Africa, that was in 2010, all the hosts have reached the second round. So more like 30% of these cases. So it simply means 6 over 20. So they've been champions, and the last was France. So it's always difficult for a host nation to win the World Cup. The last country that did it was France.
Yeah, 30%. That's what they say. 30% of the hosts have went on to win. South Africa is probably the only host that just didn't get out of the first round. A lot. England, 1966. Germany, 74. Argentina in 78. France in 98 as well. A lot of... But in recent times, it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening again.
That was like France is the last country to be able to do that.
Okay, and Brazil also, they've won the... Okay, all World Cups have been won by European or South Americans.
Yes.
Europe, 11, South American size, 9.
Yes.
Understandably so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody from all the other confederations have won anything apart from Europe and South America.
And it's going to continue for a while. Okay, Brazil have also won the World Cup more than any other side with 25% of the titles. That is, they've won 5.
Yeah, started with 1958, 62, 70,
so
94,
5 out of 20.
And 2002. Those are the 5 times that they're the only team that have qualified for every edition of the World Cup.
Okay, maybe the next time they will not qualify. We need that record to be broken. Okay, and another one that you need to know is that they have only been 4 times when a team has won all of their games at the World Cup. Of course, Brazil, they've done it twice. In 1970 and, of course, in 2002. Yeah. I remember that one well. Then Italy in 1938. That was long time ago, 4 out of 4. Uruguay, 1930, 4 out of 4. Then we were not having...
first edition of the World Cup, Uruguay. They were I think they were host of that one, and they won as well. And, there was a period where between 1998 and 1950, because of the World War.
So since we started having how many games in the group now,
it's
been more difficult. And it's only Brazil that have actually done that. They did it 6 out of 6 in 17 and 7 out of 7 in 2002. So Germany, on their part, will hope to be the first nation to actually win back-to-back trophy of the World Cup. And the last country to do it, of course,
Brazil.
Brazil also.
They're the only country that have done it, by the way. They won in 58, won in 62. So Germany will be hoping to do that, to match that record.
To make it 5, then they'll be equal with Brazil. Yeah. Brazil has 5 titles, Germany 4. Dominant. This is not nice.
Some naysayers will say technically Germany has only 1 because in 2014 was the only time they played as a unified Germany. But the record said the Germans have 4. So let's forget the naysayers.
How many countries do you have that have that name, Germany?
Yeah, but in the past it used to be East, West.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about now.
That's why I said naysayers.
Okay. All right. Now let's look at the last one, which is the last 2 reigning champions were knocked out at the group stages.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Germany should be afraid of this. Italy in 2010.
And it's the last 2 editions of the World Cup.
2014, precisely.
The last 2 editions of the World Cup.
So this is another one. So the Germans should be wary of this, knowing that Manuel Neuer may not just be fully fit for that. Okay, why am I going there? Simply because I actually love that dude. I think he's one of their best players. He's a goalkeeper, but then he's good when it comes to positioning, especially in that post. Okay, they just have to be aware that since Spain and Italy, they crashed out at the group stage in the last 2 World Cups, so this should serve as a warning.
Clear one.
clear one to them, the signal.
Okay, so that's
what's happening in Nigeria.
Let's come to Nigeria now and talk about Coach Gernot Rohr. Talking about a sensitive matter that all of us are interested in. Is he under any pressure to include players? Are agents troubling him? And he made his mind and, probably put our minds to rest. Agents will do their job. I will do my job, in the words of Gernot Rohr. So let's listen to our Super Eagles Secretary Advisor, Gernot Rohr, this morning, speaking on that very sensitive topic.
Never have been under pressure by any agent. Some agents are calling me or sending me messages about their players. They want me to take them, but it's not a pressure. They try to do something, but they see that I don't accept their proposals. I have a look sometimes if I get... this morning I got YouTube from a player who scored a goal in Italy yesterday. So it's normal that they sent me, and I thank him to give me this YouTube. I knew already that he scored a goal, and he's scoring already last week. And so they try to work for their players, which is normal. But I never have been under pressure. I never got a money proposal to take one player, because they know that my reputation in football since 45 years in professional football, I never did it. So they know me, and they are not my friends. But sometimes we have to accept a conversation. I don't like to see them in our camp.
Okay, all right. So I think we just leave it there. Gernot Rohr has told us what we need to know. I'm a man that has integrity in his words, and we'll leave it at there.
He doesn't want agents near the camp. He knows they come around, but he doesn't want to see them. So agents, stop bothering him. He can see all their teams and all that. Okay, now let's look at some of the stadiums that have been having their test matches. Talking about Volograd is one of the arena boosting a record attendance. About 45,000 people actually turn up in this particular test match. That's what Russia have been doing in all the venues that will host the World Cup. Matches are being played, fans are coming to watch, and usually for free, but they know that the World Cup, of course, is not going to be for free. But right now, just enjoy this venue, enjoy this atmosphere while it lasts. And you can just see, just the vibes. When you see this, these are some of the pictures you have to see, you get to see in Russia when it starts on June 14th.
I think this is second or third stadium we're talking about with record attendance. Talking about the Russians, and they're following FIFA standards, making everything free. Like you pointed out, World Cup will be free. So enjoy these ones while you have it. But it's interesting, the Russians showing us that they're ready. And 34 days to go. Everything is in tip-top shape. And we hope that everything will go. Some of the incidents that may mar the World Cup, I sincerely hope that the Russians will deal with it. But here,
after listening to Mr. Abiodun Lori talking about the security measures and the tech and everything they put in place, we know that these guys are really ready for the world. They want to set that record that every other country that will host after them will be aiming to break. So I don't envy Qatar at all. Immediately after this, that's where we are going to.
They're going to raise the bar so high.
So high.
But Qatar, they have the money.
They've got the money, so they can easily do. Okay. All right. That's where we end the segment here.
All right, so ends here. So we'll take a quick timer and we'll return for more sports this morning.